How's it going, everybody? Civil here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite ways to bag gun bunch. This works really well against West Coast bunch, like that's my favorite. But it also works pretty well against Pat's bunch. I use it against a lot of people that use Pat's bunch, whether it be CJ or CCG Fancy or just other people in the competitive community, and it gives them fits. And the play is going to be cover 4 quarters, and you can run this out of any formation that has cover 4 quarters. Doesn't really have to be nickel normal. I'm just showing it because this is the meta right now. Before I get into it, the actual details, I'd like to apologize for the past week and a half hiatus I've been on. I had finals, and I kind of had to put that first instead of making videos just for the time being because I needed to do well. I am a freshman at college, but now I'm going to be on winter break, so I will be posting like normally again. But now getting into it, cover 4 quarters, and the first player we're going to be showing it against is going to be actually Pat's curl flat. And the setup that a lot of people run is this for Pat's curl flat. And the main setup we're going to be doing is we're going to keep a few things constant every time. We're going to press every time. We're going to shade underneath every time. And then after that, we're always going to put our ISO corner. We're going to change his assignment. Usually we're going to man him up and then back him off. I've already moved him, so we can back him off like this. But if you want to manually back him, or you want to back him off, all you have to do is hit Y, triangle, A, which would be X, and then hit the receiver icon, he's over, and then just back off like that. But we see this is what the setup's going to look like a lot of times. Sometimes I'll also do this, or we do something like this. And then I'm going to snap the ball, and we're going to show how this play is pretty much bagged for the most part. Now that is a practice glitch that will happen sometimes. This was patched, so it's not really going to happen ever in games, but we see up here, this will happen sometimes in practice mode, doesn't really happen ever in games. But you see how like he hesitates right here? He's not ever going to hesitate in a game. Just basically never, maybe 1 out of every 20 times he will. So I'm not really too concerned about that. But you see how this corner route's totally bagged. This would be bagged. And our user, who, I forgot to mention, our user is going to be the free safety. So we didn't move him because obviously I was just demonstrating it. But you don't even really need to move him, a user, this play at all, really. I mean, you can use it in route, but like, I mean, he's pretty bracketed right here. They throw that, he's going to get hit. And, you know, it is going to be a contested throw. But you see how that play is going to be totally bagged. Now, the thing that we do need to worry about from this formation is, or run this defense, is your main responsibility as a user is to check for posts coming back the other way. So this is set up. We can do this. So we're going to check from posts coming from bunch side to the ISO side. So something like this play is going to give us troubles right here. So you see I'm usering, I have to user this slant. And now they have the Pat's sail route open. So the way we're going to combat that, especially, so you need to know if you're running against Pat's bunch or West Coast bunch. Because West Coast bunch, you have to worry about actual posts. Pat's bunch is just a slant. And all we're going to do when we see that people are starting to run this play against us is put our ISO in a quad flat. And then we could do something like this, or we can do really whatever we want with our middle linebacker right here. You know, you can put him in a spy, man him up over here, do really whatever you want. And then, so this is the main setup for it. Snap it, and then our responsibility is this right here. We're gonna user this, and you see that the entire play is totally bagged. So that's really going to be the main way that we're going to bag that. Now, if they start doing something like this out of it, an adjustment I would make is maybe man him up like that, or put him in a hard flat. Let me see if I can, there we go. Put him on a hard flat. You have to get kind of adjusty from this, but you just, I mean, really like the main setup every time is going to be this, and then you just start adjusting a little bit off of that. If you put this guy in a cloud, you need to realize that if they streak the ISO, he is now your responsibility. You have to pick him up because you have no one over there. Whereas if you have him manned up, you don't have to worry about him. So just note that. But this is what I will cloud fly him against Pat's bunch sometimes. And I mean, there's a bunch of different things you could do. You could put him right here like that. And then I'll show you. So if I know like they're putting a lot of drags going the other way, but they're also running this, I'll do something like this. And snap the ball. So you have that, and so I messed up my user responsibility. I was kind of demonstrating, or I was kind of watching everything going on, but you have to against Pat's bunch, you have to be aware of the Pat Sill post, because of how good it is. Now this will also kind of stay with it. You want someone faster right here. We have, who do we have right here? We have Diggs right here. I'm not really familiar with him, but you do want someone good right here, you know, someone tall. So you want your safety to be tall and fast. This does cover it for a decent amount of time, but you do want to use her over here. But yeah, this is going to confuse a lot of opponents. Now, a lot of people are running cover for quarters. I'm sure you know that is becoming popular. This variation, a lot of people are just running it stock. And, I mean, it's okay stock, but this variation is going to help you a lot more. But basically, that is going to take away bunch for the most part. Just be wary, like, really, for the most part, if you do this right here, you're going to stop bunch. Now, if you're like in 3rd and 10, you could quad flat. But most downs, I am going to hard flat. You always basically want to hard flat that bunch side, just because a lot of people will try to flood that side. But if they're not flooding it, there's no reason you can't just do this. So you really do need to become a little bit adjusty on yourself. But I always do keep the deep quarters on the bunch side. And let's say you make all your adjustments and they flip the play. All you need to do is just reset and just make it over there. So we're going to do that, and you're going to use the safety on the ISO side again. And it's really that simple. This is really good defense. I run this all the time. Ace ran it in his club series. I ran a little bit in my club series, but Ace actually played all gun bunch in his club series, and he went 2-1, and he played some pretty good gun bunches. The only person he lost to was the eventual club champ, Joe Rice, who is one of the favorites in the club championship. So you can take that for what it is. That's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon for all of Ace and I content. We will be putting out more content going into more into December. There was a little bit of hiatus because I was on finals week, but that's it for you guys. I will see you guys next time. Peace.